Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Family means the world to me. And while families come in all shapes and sizes, today we're celebrating a really special way families are made, through adoption. Adoption is a beautiful way to grow a family, but it also comes with complex emotions, waiting, learning, and deep transformation. Now, I'm not an expert on adoption, but I've got a stage full of families who are going to share their journeys with us. We're talking about the ups, the downs, and everything in between. Today we're sharing heartfelt lessons from real adoptive families to highlight the truths that often go unsaid. And let me tell you, these stories are powerful. So grab a tissue, maybe a snack. I love snacks. And get ready to be inspired. If this speaks to you or your journey, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more parenting stories, support, and connection. Okay, let's be honest, when you decide to adopt, you kind of think, okay, we'll fill out some paperwork, maybe paint a nursery, and then instant family. But as our first family can tell you, it doesn't always work that way. Adoption can test even the strongest hearts. This is the Jones family. They adopted their beautiful daughter Lily. They waited and waited. They went through mountains of paperwork, and waiting like that, it can be tough. You start to wonder, will it ever happen? But through it all, the Jones family held on to hope. They never gave up on their dream of becoming parents. And Lily, honey, look at you now. You're the light of their lives. They said all that waiting was worth every single second because it led them to you. And isn't that what it's all about? The love makes it all worthwhile. Your patience is remarkable. You're an inspiration to us all. Now, you know how in the movies they always show those instant bonding moments? The music swells, the baby stops crying, and everyone knows, yep, that's their parent. Well, in real life, it's not always so picture perfect. Bonding might not be instant, and that's okay. And who knows that better than the Garcia family? They adopted their son Mateo when he was a little older, and they're here to tell us that love takes time. See, Mateo had already been through a lot in his young life. He needed time to adjust, to trust, to open his heart. And you know what the Garcias did? They gave him that time. They didn't force it. They showed him love in the little things, reading bedtime stories, playing catch in the park, even just sitting together quietly. Love deepens through everyday moments, not just milestones. And slowly but surely, Mateo began to heal. He began to trust. And now, look at them. The love in their eyes, it just radiates. It's a beautiful reminder that family isn't about instant connections. It's about building those connections, brick by brick, with patience and understanding. And Mateo, you are one lucky young man to have such incredible parents. Chapter 3. Openness brings healing. Adoption can be a mystery, especially for kids. Where did I come from? Who are my biological parents? These are tough questions, and it's natural for kids to be curious. The Kim family believes openness is key. Honest, age-appropriate conversations build trust. They've always been open with their daughter Chloe about her adoption story, and created a book about her journey. Chloe is thriving. She knows she's loved and feels empowered by her story. Openness and honesty create trust, showing kids they can come to their parents with anything. It's about making sure your child feels seen, heard, and loved. Chloe, you are a shining example of the power of openness and self-love. You go, girl. Chapter 4. Culture, Identity, and Connection Matter. Now, families come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. And when families are formed through transracial or international adoption, it's so important to honor and celebrate the child's cultural heritage. And our next family knows this firsthand. The Patel family adopted their son, Amit, from India when he was a baby, and they've made it their mission to make sure Amit feels connected to his roots. They celebrate Indian holidays, they cook traditional Indian food, and they've even learned some Hindi, because they understand that culture and identity are so important to a child's sense of self. Especially in transracial or international adoptions, embracing your child's roots is key to supporting their sense of self. And you know what Amit told me backstage? He said he feels so proud of his Indian heritage. He feels loved for who he is, and he feels connected to his culture. And that's what it's all about, right? Creating a loving and inclusive environment where kids can embrace their whole selves. And the Patels, you are doing an amazing job of raising a kind, compassionate, and culturally aware young man. You're an inspiration to us all. Outro: the beauty of adoption. Wow, what an incredible group of families. Give them all a round of applause. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling all the feels right now. Adoption is more than a single moment. It's a lifelong relationship built on love, trust, and resilience. These families, they've shown us the true meaning of love, patience, and understanding. They've shown us that family isn't about biology, it's about the love you share. And by talking about the realities of adoption, we create understanding around the emotional journey, support adoptive and birth families alike, and normalize the diversity of family stories. So, to all the adoptive families out there, thank you for opening your hearts and your homes. You are changing lives, one child, one family, one story at a time. Reminder: adoption doesn't just change a child's life, it transforms yours too. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more parenting stories, support, and connection.